Hey, Steve Zook here. Welcome back to Poku channel, and hope you're having a positive day. Just be careful what you focus on, and don't focus on thoughts that are not productive or positive. It's that simple. This is a beautiful guitar. It recently came in. It's a Washburn J6. This one really sounds good. Even playing the bass string, I can hear, like I can actually feel the bass in my body unplugged. And even unplugged, it has a really nice natural tone with a natural reverb. It's got the buzz Fenton tuning system, which gives you better intonation. But this is really a neat guitar. It's got one little spot in the back of the headstock, which is pretty small. And I think there's one little scratch on the top that I can't even see half the time. Well, here it is right here. But I wanted to play this unplugged. I have a couple people that want to hear it unplugged, so I thought I would do that. So I'm going to move this close. And by the way, if you keep exposing yourself to chordal, musical chordal work, that's where the huge growth comes from. That's why I put so much emphasis on chordal work in the guitar ladder system, because that really wakes up your musical ear. A simple example, and there's thousands of them in my guitar. I mean, my guitar ladder system, I think, is about 300 studies total. I don't send them all at once, but I expose your musical ear. And I open up your subconscious mind to all the different possibilities and the different ways to create tension and resolution and color. And you learn how to understand the language of music, because you don't just learn a chord, but you learn, where you can go with those chords. And so your subconscious mind begins to assimilate and understand how to create different types of sounds and color and musical, harmonic implications and stylistic articulations. I know it's kind of a mouthful, but it's true, even cycle one. But what I want to share today, because I've done cycle one a lot, is let's say you're doing a chord like this, which is a dominant chord, 1 flat 7, 9, and 3. That can resolve to a major 7, major 13, flat 5. See, that has a little bit of a modern. Right? It has a little bit more of a modern sound, and that's kind of, you want to make your playing not always so predictable. And that's one of the nice things about the guitar ladder system. A lot of people have bought my guitar ladder system who are pretty accomplished players, but they want to make their chord melody more interesting, and they want to learn to compose more. So it's really a nice thing. But yeah, here's a nice little dominant 9, major 13. I could then go to major 7, minor 7 flat 5, 13, 13, 13. That's a 7 with a flat 13. I really like the sound of this guitar. Like I said, even unplugged, you hear that? I don't know if you could hear that just when I just said that, but you can hear that natural reverb and sound. Really has a beautiful tone to it. So yeah, this guitar is available. You could do an 11 chord, minor 11. That's kind of nice. So that gives you some nice color. Minor 11 to dominant 9, minor 11 to dominant 9. I could then go to major 7, 13. There's no end what you can do, but if you keep exposing yourself to new harmonic territory, you're going to take a quantum leap in terms of your musical consciousness. That's really what the guitar ladder system does. The guitar ladder system lets you dip into your musical consciousness and dip into your subconscious mind, and the subconscious mind is really, really powerful. And So, you know, you expose yourself to new harmonic territory, and you're dipping into your dipping in and drawing from the very powerful subconscious mind, and we seed the subconscious mind with the right material so it can begin to piece things together, and then it's going to assimilate that. Even when you're sleeping, your subconscious mind will be working on comparing my chordal studies and everything, and if you approach this without putting pressure on yourself, according to the science of neuroplasticity, which is really interesting. I do this anyway, but then I recently read about that science a few months ago. I go, wow, I've been doing this for years. Is that you just make it fun, and you make it like an exploration. You don't put pressure on yourself, and you don't put everything into a box. You don't put everything into a cute little rules and regulations and left brain thing. It's a right brain thing, and you learn to bring your subconscious up more into your conscious mind, and that's when the results start to really fly. So here again, here is minor 11 to dominant 9, minor 11, dominant 9. You could always take that dominant 9 and resolve it. So I'm going to make this a short one because I just... And this is unplugged, by the way. But hear that natural reverb? This is really a nice guitar, folks. It's $6.99. I'll do $5.99 with the hard case and a little bit of shipping. And this one really has a sound. I'm not just saying that. I've had a lot of J6s go through my ears and hands, and most of them are pretty cool, but some of them are kind of just don't ring out. This one really rings out, and plugged in, it just really has a lot of wood in the tone, which I love. Kind of reminds me of like a Gibson Johnny Smith or something. This is a lot of guitar for $5.99. It really, and it's even got a little bit of flame on the back of the neck. This is a nice box. But I had some people that want to hear it unplugged. So this note here, I don't know if you can hear that, but man, I can feel that in my chest. I barely played today. I should warm up a little first, but anyway, I just wanted you guys to hear this because I've got some people interested. Yeah, you can hear that natural reverb really has a sound. Yeah, today's little trick was minor 11. You can see what I'm doing here. Minor 11 to dominant 9. And as you can see, this is kind of coming up. Okay. Now I could substitute. As opposed to the minor 11, I could do a dominant type chord like this form. This one has a root flat 7, 9, and 11, so I could do that. Then we're going dominant to dominant. Maybe then resolve to a major 7, another major 7, another major 9, 6, 7. Boy, I just heard some nice natural reverb. This is a nice box. I'll tell you, folks, if I was rich, which will probably happen one of these days, I will start keeping all this stuff. But this is, if If you could use a great jazz box and $5.99 within your budget and a little bit of shipping, you will love this guitar. I spent a couple hours yesterday kind of dialing it in. I think it plays great. I have a pretty light touch. I add a little bit of weight at certain times, and set up a subjective thing. But yeah, this is really a nice box. I got it playing pretty darn good. But hear that? And this note here. Can you hear that? It's a really nice bass note. Anyway. Anyway, so short demo here of this beautiful Washburn J6. The headstock is really beautiful. It's got a small little mark on the back of the headstock. I think it's got one little scratch here, which half the time I can't even see it. You kind of have to be at the right angle to see it. It kind of blends it at most angles. You get just the right angle. It's like, oh, okay, there it is. No big deal. But this is a really beautiful guitar. It really has a voice. And I really know guitars, folks. I've been buying and selling guitars since I was 17 or 18. I'm 64. And if I say a guitar is special, I'm not just saying it really is. And I buy from a lot of people that are real players and whatnot too, so they have good ears and eyes to pick out the good stuff. And this one's very lively. Some J6s sound good, but they're not as lively, and they don't have as much wood in the tone. This one has more acoustic voice and is more lively. Sounds beautiful plugged in. Gets a nice woody sound married to a nice electric big fat L5 sound. But it's got that more high-end refined woody tone, which I really like. It's a really nice guitar. But this is an unplugged demo. And anyway, if you could use a great jazz box, $5.99 in your budget. I'm not going to negotiate off of that. I spend a lot. I pay more, folks. I'll be honest with you. I just go ahead and pay up to get the good stuff. I don't make that much. Willing to make a little less profit when I sell it. But yeah, this is a great value for $5.99 with the hard case and a little bit of shipping. So if you're interested, hit me up. You can email me, Steve Zook, the number 7, not spelled out, at yahoo.com, or call me, 714-548-0385, or pokesoo@gmail.com. But yeah, I don't really get these in too often, but I've sold quite a few of these over the years, and they're all pretty interesting guitars, but some of them don't have the acoustic tone that this one has. This one has I find myself wanting to play this as much acoustically as plugged in. I love the natural reverb unplugged, but then when you plug it in, you get a lot more wood, and you get that nice kind of musical. I think the point I'm trying to make is, even with like Gibson L5, some of them sound kind of tubby. I got that term from Pat Metheny, and some of them have more ring and more acoustic tone and more wood to it. That's what this guitar has. And right now I've got it dialed in pretty nice, man. I've got the action pretty nice, and everybody's different. You might want to dial it in more. I wouldn't do anything else to this guitar. I've got it set up perfectly for how I like it. I think I've got 11s on it right now. But yeah, really nice guitar. So if you could use and there's a little, like I said, there's a little bit of flame. I don't know if you can see, there's a little bit of flame right here in the neck. But if you could use a great jazz box, and $5.99's in your budget, I don't know how you could beat this. I really don't. And if all the other guitars out there are so cool, why don't people make videos showing them like I do? You know what I mean? It's not that hard to do. So I think because they don't really have anything that special. So, all right, take care, folks. Stay positive. Remember, the universe is unfolding in time, not unraveling. And when you're positive and have positive faith, even when you don't know what's going to happen, still be positive and go with the flow with the wisdom of insecurity, and just keep that positive faith, and you'll be more in alignment with the perfection of the universe. Take care.